A few moments with you on the pew, pew, pew.
What's the word? I'm Ver.
And I'm Matthew.
And today we're here with Lizzy. So Lizzy, if you want to tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Hi, my name's Lizzy. I'm an early childhood education major, so pre-K through 5th grade. I'll probably be teaching y'all's kids. I am currently a part of sophomore faith housing, and I probably shouldn't say my address for next, I don't know. I'll be living in an MSC next year on Woodland, 57. Okay. So you can come to my house anytime. And I have 2 dogs, a Bernese Mountain Dog and a Yorkshire Terrier. And my favorite color is red. And I really like Twilight, Team Edward. Yeah,
Awesome.
that's probably about it.
And where are you from as well?
Oh, I'm from Cleveland. The land!
So we're going to get it started off with some hot seat questions.
Okay. Oh,
All right. If it could only be one season year-round, which season would you pick?
There is a right answer with this one.
I'd probably pick... Can I, choose the climate? Because I would say winter if it was snowing all the time. But I wouldn't choose winter if it never snowed. Because, recently the winters have been, non-snowy. But the reason I like winter is because it's so snowy.
So
Or because of the snow.
Constant snow, always.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you rather always be hungry or always be thirsty?
Always be thirsty. I get nauseous when I'm hungry sometimes. So
Hangry?
it's not a good look. Not even hangry. I just, feel like I'm vomit.
Second favorite genre of music?
Oh, I don't know if I have genres that I like. I really like I listen to a lot of 90s and 80s music. But Harry and Taylor are my favorites, I guess. I don't know. Maybe because I have a playlist that's called 90s walking in a 90s rom-com. So I guess that's my second fave.
If you had to dye your hair an unnatural hair color, which one would you pick?
It would be copper. So almost like a gingerish color.
Would you rather be a lizard or a sea turtle?
A lizard because it has my name in it.
Wow.
Go to thrift store.
What?
Go to thrift store. Best thrift store.
Oh, the best thrift store? I go to Goodwill a lot. I feel like there are better ones, I guess, because Goodwill is it's not bad, but it's not good. It's just a solid, you can do, I don't know, you always find something there, I feel like. So Goodwill is something.
Or someone.
True.
I've never found someone in a Goodwill before.
Cargo shorts, L or W?
How long are they?
Long.
Past the knee.
They could be.
Cargo shorts,
like size
up to
40s.
Here. Oh, no. No.
Favorite apostle?
I want to say Thomas. That sounds it's probably bad because he's known as doubting Thomas, but I don't know. I feel like it's a struggle that a lot of people have to doubt, and I don't know. I like the name Thomas too.
Favorite book of the Bible?
Isaiah or Psalms. I really like going to the Psalms and Song of Songs because it's a lot of beautiful stuff about love. And so when I'm sitting in adoration, I like to flip to those pages a lot, and just read over it. I also have some stuff highlighted in Isaiah that I really like to go back to and read.
Fire. Awesome. Well, that's it for the hot seat.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm cooled down now.
You sound like me. That's what I'm saying. But one other thing we forgot to mention, we know Lizzy. I don't really know how we know Lizzy. I mean, she goes to
I
Dayton.
guess.
She's around. She also has a very cool I don't know what it's called. Like an Instagram
Persona.
page.
Oh.
Okay. Called the UD Crumblers, where they review cookies, and I'll be by the time this is posted, I've been on it. So
Yeah, it'll be like 10 weeks past.
yeah, that's okay.
It's
But
okay.
yeah, Lizzie is here today. She said she wanted to talk about like having a personal relationship with God and like what that looks like. Maybe some examples, and kind of her perspective on that. So I guess our first question is like, how do you think you can come to like know God closer, and what are like actual ways that you can have this personal relationship with Him?
Okay, so having a personal relationship with God it's something that you hear about a lot in grade school, or like I went to Catholic school growing up, and so like having a relationship with God, it's like obviously like God loves you, here's the relationship. But it's like I really never knew what that meant, and so coming into college I didn't know that either so much. And so kind of from what I've learned, like what a personal relationship looks like is how almost like every other relationship in your life looks like. Obviously it's going to be like a little bit different, but you can base it off of like your other relationships. And so what a regular relationship looks like is like you talk to that person like pretty consistently, and you love them a lot, obviously, and they love you too. It's like a mutual kind of thing, you know. Constant communication I think is the main key point there, and you look forward to seeing that person. And so when it comes to a personal relationship with God and what that can look like in your own life is and what it kind of looks like in mine is just like I like to have a visualization of like Jesus. And so what I do is I like to go to adoration about like 2 times a week, and then I like to go to daily mass like 3 days a week as well, like on opposite days, like 5 days of the week I'm like spending time with God in prayer. And the Eucharist is available at those times, and so it's kind of hard to like visualize the Eucharist, which is like a whole other topic, but like whenever I see it I just try to visualize Jesus. And so keeping like a picture of Jesus with me is very helpful, and just like having that visual of Jesus like going about my day is kind of like what that relationship looks like. And so I like to talk to God like throughout my whole day, and obviously you can forget about that sometimes, like because you get busy. We're college students, you know, it happens. And so I really like to start and end my day in prayer. Like especially first, like one of the first things in the morning, like when I'm eating breakfast, it's like I have this Jesus listening book and I like read it. And so starting your day with prayer and God is like, I don't know, it's like texting your friends like good morning, or like I don't know, or like texting your significant other like good morning. It's like that kind of thing. And just like bringing God throughout your day, and just like talking to Him, like oh God, I'm walking to class right now. Like I don't know. I also see God a lot in creation and other people. And so this campus is beautiful, and so I always love looking at like the trees and stuff, and like sometimes I'll see a really pretty tree and I'm like, oh God, your presence, I'm like reminded of that. And so like being reminded of God's presence is awesome for that relationship, and talking to Him as much as you can. So like journaling, I like to do that a lot, and also reading the Bible, because it's like when you journal you're talking, and when you read the Bible you're listening. So it's that two-way communication that I think is vital for like that personal relationship with God.
Yeah, absolutely. That's like a lot of
No,
no,
good.
it's like a lot of
So
super
good.
helpful stuff. And I feel like, you know, a lot of that stuff you mentioned was like Catholic, and because we do go to a Catholic college, like it's easy to like point to like adoration. And I love like how you talked about like the prayer, like in the morning, and like the journal and stuff like that, and the visualization. And I guess I'm just kind of wondering like your relationship with that, like how has it grown over time, and how have you gotten to a place where now you've got like a more consistent sort of like morning prayer, night prayer? Like what was that journey for you?
I started doing morning prayer for Lent. So like my friend got me the Jesus listening book for my birthday, which is at the end of the year, so it was like December. And so I didn't use it at the beginning of the year, and then for Lent I was like, oh my gosh, I should just start doing this. And my Bible study leader, Andrea, whose episode came out a little bit ago, she was like, everyone just put in their GCal like prayer time whenever you want. And I was like, I should just put it in the morning. And so then I started I was like, well, I can use my Jesus listening book, because it's like this little thing, so it's not even that much time. And I just read it, and I just started doing that for Lent. And I found it really helpful, because I also have, like, a nice view of just, like, outside. And so I would just, like, read it, and sometimes, like, write in it, and then I would just, like, look outside. And it was just, like, such a great way to start my day that I was like, oh my gosh, I want to keep doing this. And so then I just kind of became more consistent and really helped me just, like, start my day with God, and it helped me, which is just, like, a great way to bring him into, like, my whole day, too.
It's awesome.
Yeah. And, like, you've talked a lot. It seems like you're quite passionate, and, like, this is something that's very, like, meaningful for you. What do you think, like, the benefit of this, like, personal relationship with God, like, is in your life? Or where have you seen that, the fruits of that, I guess?
The benefit is in having a happier and just peaceful life. I feel like that's, like, as simple as I can put it, because genuinely, when I started seeing God as someone who is just, like, there for me as a companion, who is, like, really, really there, not just this figure in the sky, but he's there with us, like, all the time. And so once I, like, realized that, and, like, literally envisioned, like, holding God's hand when I'm having a really stressful day, or I'm, like, feeling really anxious, and it's just, like, having that visual of, like, holding God's hand is just, like, so powerful to me. And so with that relationship, it just, like, really soothes me, and it's just, like, a guiding thing throughout my whole day, and it grounds me, and it's just, like, it makes my day so much more at peace and so much calmer, and it's helped me to see so many good things that have happened in my life, and reflecting on all the good that has happened, because God has blessed me with so many things, and reflecting on that is just made me realize how good my life actually is. And when I deal with suffering or like stress and anxiety, it's like having God as that, like, grounding person is just so helpful, and it just literally makes me so much more at peace and just an all-around, like, happier person. I feel like when I can see God's blessings in my life and seeing his presence in my friends and all these people on campus and in all of his, like, beautiful creation.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I love how you kind of touched on, like, the visualization part and, like, the holding, like, his hand and, like, everything like that. That, like, kind of brings it from kind of more of, like, a, I don't know. It like, makes it a very, like, intimate and, like, personal relationship, which I thought is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I think for me, something just, like, from that you said today that, like, stuck out and I related to a lot is just, like, my first, like, encounter, I guess, like, push into faith was the realization of, like, what that personal relationship with God can look like. Like, it's like a friendship, and, like, sometimes it's sometimes, like, difficult to visualize it, because I feel like we're such, like, a lot of the times we need to see it and feel it, and sometimes that doesn't always happen. But yeah,
Doubting Thomas.
but I very much, like, think that it's very like a friendship, and so, like, sometimes I'll be like, hi God, or, like, just, like, little things like that. It's just like
literally.
that. Or even, like, if you're not able to be, like, fully present, or if it's just been a rough morning, you can even, like,
Yes.
say that to God and, like, lift that up, and I think that's just as valuable.
Yeah, it can be, like, such little things. Literally, like,
Hi.
what's up? Hey girl, hey.
How's the view?
Yeah.
Awesome. Do you have any other words of wisdom, closing remarks, anything?
Pray every day, even if it's just for, like, 5 minutes. Just try and talk to God every day, and maybe carry something with you that reminds you of God's presence. I have this bracelet that my sister's fiance got me, and it's, like, the miraculous medals, and it's such a great reminder. So picture a bracelet, whatever you want it to be. Talk to God every day, because he wants to talk to you.
Boom.
Boom.
There you go.
All right.
Pew, 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 pew.